My name is Lydia Chola-Waiyaki. I'm an author and I'm a member of the KFWN. It's Kenya Faith Writers Network. So this is the spotlight for today. I'm going to share with you my first book. It's called A Journey with Christ. It's a book that began as a diary. I was keeping this diary. It was visions that my son and my nephew were seeing. Jesus was visiting them and they had many visions of heaven, even visions of hell. They saw the streets of gold. They saw the pearly gates. They saw the throne room in heaven. They saw angels worshiping God. It's such an amazing encounter that they had. And I was recording these things down. And this is how this book was birthed. So at one time, the first time actually, my son had an encounter with Jesus. Jesus had told him, I'm coming to see you. I want you to see me. And so it was in his room at night that Jesus showed up. And in the morning when my son was narrating this story to me, he was telling me how Jesus had been in his room and Jesus was standing next to his chest of drawers. I was so very amazed. And I wanted to know how Jesus looked like. I know he appears to people in different ways, but my son gave me a very amazing description of Jesus. He told me that Jesus shines. And he told me that Jesus was shining. He was wearing white. His hair was white. His eyes were shining. And his room was shining. His toys and everything in the room because Jesus was there. And this description, I found it in the Bible, in the book of Revelation, chapter 1, from 12 to 16. John the Revelator had this similar visitation by Jesus. So at this point, I was just in awe, really, of what God was doing. And I wanted to know whether he was afraid when he saw Jesus. And he told me, Mom, you can't be afraid when you see Jesus. You just feel love. And in many other visitations, he saw the holes, the wounds that are on Jesus' hands and feet. And so my nephew was also having visitations. They were just little children encountering Jesus. The first encounter my nephew had, he was almost 4, and he said that Jesus was in his room also, and Jesus was crying. And when his mom, who is my sister, asked him, why was Jesus crying? He said that Jesus was crying because people do not believe in him. And so we were amazed that Jesus was visiting our children. And so I was compelled to put this book together. It's an amazing book. If you're a believer, it will really encourage you to know that Jesus is very close. He is not far away from you. And he loves you and he watches over your daily life. And if you're an unbeliever, you will learn that Jesus wants to have a loving relationship with you. He created you and your priority to him. And that's why he went onto that cross, just for you to be saved, to be delivered, to be healed. And so I have these 2 testimonies that really touched my heart. These are testimonies from people who had read this book. I will not mention their names, but I will read out what they said. This one said that this book delivered me from the darkest places in life. I was seriously addicted to drugs and couldn't go a day without them. My sister brought me this book to read. I tell you, I saw the light. My eyes opened up. I got delivered, saved, restored. I can't tell it all. I thank God. You thank God for raising such a powerful author. Life-changing books, literally from darkness to light experience for me. The other one said, one of my relatives had really been sick in hospital for weeks and weeks. She was giving up in life. She had completely lost hope until my mom brought this book for her to read. This book gave her life, hope in Christ, new lease of life, happiness, new health. This book truly gave my relative plus many other family members got born again. So I thank God for this book. So I ask you to get your copy. You can go into my website. It's www.lydiacholawayaki.com. You can also get it through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Christian bookstores. You can get it also from Books for My Soul and from the CLC website. CLC is Christian Literature Communication. I promise you, when you get your copy, you won't be able to put it down. God bless you.